Hello guys, today we will study about the complex number, complex number and quadratic equation. So basically the complex number is the equation x squared plus 1. So x squared is written as minus 1, right? So x is equal to under root minus 1. So this is what imaginary number, which is also called iota. So basically the complex number is written in the equation z is equal to x plus iota y, right? Where x is a real number and y is a imaginary number. So next topic is that we will study about the addition of two complex number. How to add two complex number. So basically the first law is closure law. Closure's law. So what closure law state is that the the sum of the two number. So the sum of the two complex number is a complex number. So sum of the two complex number is complex number, which means if complex number is z1 and the second complex number is z2, then z1 plus z2 is also a complex number. This is complex number and this is complex number. This is also a complex number. So this is what closure law state. Now second is we will study about the commutative law. So commutative law is also in the complex number, right? So for any, what commutative law state is, for any two complex number, z1 and z2, z1 plus z2 is equal to z2 plus z1. So this is what commutative law state, right? Irrespective of the order, the sum of addition is always same. This is commutative law. The next is associative law. So what associative law state that for any three complex number, z1, z2, z3, z1 plus z2 bracket plus z3 is equal to z1 plus bracket z2 plus z3. So this is associative law. Got it? So now we proceed further the power of the iota. So what is the power of iota? So iota is an imaginary number. Since we know that iota is what? Iota is a under root minus 1, right? Isn't it? We have learned before that iota is a under root minus 1. So if I take this under root to this side, this becomes iota square, which is equal to minus 1. So we get the value iota square is equal to minus 1, right? Similarly, we can do for iota 4. Iota 4 is what? Iota square times iota square, right? Because the power, sum of the power is same, right? 2 plus 2 is 4, right? So iota square is minus 1 and iota square is also minus 1. So iota 4 is, iota to the power 4 is plus 1, right? So since we got this, we can also search for iota cube. Iota cube is what? Iota square into iota, right? So iota square is minus 1 and iota is iota, right? So therefore iota cube is minus iota. So this is the what power of the iota. Now next topic is that we study about the modulus of the complex number. So what is modulus of the complex number? So basically the modulus we study in mathematics, that it is the mod of x is something, the positive value, right? Whenever this value domain is put negative or positive, the answer is also always, the range is always the positive value, right? So what is this is modulus, right? Yeah. So it is also called, the definition, the modulus is the modulus of z or a complex number denoted by mod of z, is defined as non-real number. Okay, defined to be a non-real number. Okay, defined to be a non-real number. This is what mod of z, which is equal to under root x square plus y square. Why? Because we have assumed that xz is equal to x plus iota y, right? Which is complex number, right? So the modulus will be, of course, this is under root of x square plus y square. Okay, so this is modulus. Okay, now talking about the, we now knew that mod of z is equal to under root x square plus y square, which is also called the r modulus. Okay, in polar term. So yeah, the z inverse is equal to the reverse of the z is what, x plus iota y, right? So z inverse will be, of course, 1 plus x plus iota y, right? So if we rationalize this, this becomes x minus iota y, and this becomes x minus iota y. Okay, a plus b, a minus b, which means a square minus b square, right? So minus b square means there will be a iota square, right? So value of the iota square is minus 1. So if we put this, this becomes x square plus y square, right? So x minus iota y, since z is x plus iota y, right? So z bar is what, x minus iota y. Got it? So we can substitute here x minus iota y, we put a z bar. Okay, so since z bar is x square plus under root x square plus, so if I square both sides, this become square will be cancelled, right? So this becomes z square is equal to x square plus y square. So I can put here z bar divided by mod of z whole square, right? So this is what, if you multiply this, this become z dot z bar, right? Because z inverse will be reversed to z, right? So this is the some link relation between modulus z and z bar, right? Which is also called the conjugate of z, x minus iota y, right? So now talking about the now we have understand the modulus of z, right? Let's talk about the polar form of complex number. Okay, so the polar form of complex number is x. If this is x, this is x, right? And this is y, right? So this is r, okay, which is equal to under root x square plus y square, right? Because the thing here is, this is hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides, right? Which is equal to r square is equal to x square plus y square, right? So if I take this, this becomes under root x square plus y square, right? So yeah, so if I make a component, horizontal component and vertical component, so r will be x perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, right? So obviously we get y is equal to r sine theta if I multiply this, right? In the same manner, if I say cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse, right? So from here we will get x is equal to r cos theta, right? So one is this and one is this, right? Got it? So now we get the xy, right? Value of xy. Now can I put here, which is what z is equal to x plus iota y, right? So if I put here x r cos theta and y r sine theta and r take common, this equation is known as what? If I take r common, this becomes iota sine theta, right? So this equation is known as polar form of complex number. Okay. So yeah, this is polar form of complex number, and from here if I divide, let's say x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sine theta, right? So this is polar form. Z is equal to r cos theta plus iota sine theta. Okay, and x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sine theta, right? So from here if I divide y by x, and it become y by x, and this will become r cancel, this become tan theta. Okay, so if I take tan this side, this become theta is equal to tan inverse y by x, right? So this is theta is also called the argument. Okay, from here this is theta, right? So if we have to find using this argument method, this theta is called the argument, and r is what we know that if I solve this, this become r is equal to under root x square plus y square, right? Why? Because if I squaring both sides and adding both sides, this will become x square is equal to r square cos square theta, y square is equal to r square sine square theta. So if I add this, this become x square plus y square, r square, because sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So r is equal to under root x square plus y. So we know that under root x square plus y is what? Modulus, right? So this r is equal to modulus. R is modulus and theta is what? Argument. Okay. So we have to clear, right? So this is the polar form of the complex number. You got it? So now we will use the example to solve the complex number. Okay. Suppose the example is z is equal to 1 plus iota root 3. Okay. So we have to write this complex number in the form of polar form. Okay. So polar form, you have, whenever there's a polar form is talking, we have to use the formula z is equal to r common cos theta plus iota sin theta, right? Okay, great. Now we talk about the, if you multiply this become what? Z is equal to, if I multiply this become r cos theta plus iota r sin theta, right? So now if I compare these two equations, what I get will be 1 is equal to r cos theta, right? Z is equal to z and 1 is equal to r cos theta, comma r sin theta is equal to root 3, right? So I get this, right? Got it? Basically, if we talk about this as this in the polar form, right? Now if I talk about the rectangular complex form, this becomes x plus iota y, right? So 1 is equal to x and y is equal to root 3, right? Which means I get the x and y, right? X is this and y is root 3, right? Got it? From polar form, if I compare this, sorry, from a rectangular form, if I compare this one is this, right? So yeah, now we can find the modulus easily, because modulus is what? R is equal to under root x square plus y square, right? So from here, it's clear that x is 1, right? So 1 square is 1. So y is root 3. Root 3 is 3, right? Root 3 square is 3, right? So 3 plus 1 is 4. Under root 4 is 2, right? So we cannot take the minus 2. Why? Because radius cannot be, sorry, the modulus or the length cannot be negative, right? So it's positive, always 2, right? So got it? R modulus is 2. Now we have to find the using tan theta. Simple. We don't have to use the polar form of equation directly. It can be used by using the rectangular form. Y is root 3, right? X is this. So tan theta is what? Y by x, right? So before we have studied, right? So theta we have to find, theta is equal to tan inverse y by x, right? Because theta will be tan inverse y by x. If I take this side, so y is what? Y is root 3, right? And x is 1, right? So tan will be root 3 when tan theta is equal to 60 degree, right? 60 means pi by 3, right? So simple. Now we have to put in the polar form of equation, which is what? R cos theta plus iota r sin theta, right? So z is equal to what? R is 2, right? So I take 2 common, right? So cos theta plus iota. So theta is pi by 3, right? So I put here pi by 3, iota sin pi by 3. So if we have to find the polar form of the rectangular complex number, so this is the method we have to do. Okay, that's great. Now we have to study about the what, which is very important topic in mathematics, which is what? Quadratic equation. Okay, let's talk about the quadratic equation. What is quadratic equation? Quadratic equation are those equation which have the power 2. Quad means 2, right? So this is what? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? It's in the form of equation like this. Now today we'll study about the quadratic equation in the using the discriminant method. What method? Discriminant method. So from here, we discriminant method, the roots are find through the formula minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, which is also called the capital D discriminant b square minus 4ac. The value inside the root is b square minus 4ac, right? Divided by 2a, right? So this is two roots. One is plus 1, one is negative 1. So let's take the sum of the two root, which is s, right? Minus b, 1 is plus, right? Under root b square minus 4ac. So if I take the sum, this denominator will be common, right? 2a, right? So this is minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac, right? So this is cancelled. So minus 2b by 2a, right? So 2 cancel. So we get what? Sum of the root is minus b by a. Okay, got it? So now we will find the product of the root. Okay, so how we have to find the product of the root? It's simple. So since we know that x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? So by finding the products p is, we have to multiply it. So minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a times minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? Simple. So now if you multiply this becomes 2 to the 4, 4a square, right? So this is a plus b, a minus b, which means a square, right? Minus b square means if root will be cancelled, so this will become b square plus 4ac, right? So plus this square of any number is positive, right? So it's plus b square, b square, b square cancel, 4 cancel, a cancel, so it becomes c by a, right? So the product is c by a. Now we get that what? Sum of the root is minus b by a, and product of the root is what? C by a, right? Before we have the quadratic equation, what? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? So if I take a common, this become what? X square plus b by a x plus c by a equal to 0. Okay, so we can take common because it's any number divided by 0 is 0, right? Because if I take a common and divide it by 0, so 0, any number divided by 0 is 0, right? So yeah, here it's b by a, right? Here it's b by a, and here c by a, c by a, right? So I can put here. Okay, so there's minus, right? So if I take minus this side, this become minus a s is equal to b by a, right? So I can substitute b by a as a minus a s. Okay, so it will become like x square minus sx, and c by a is equal to p, right? So I can put here p. So this is also the what? Quadratic equation formula. Okay, s is sum of the root, p is product of the root, right? So whenever we encounter with the equation like x squared minus 5x plus c equal to 6 equal to 0, always remind that this value is the sum of the roots. If there's a two root x1 and x2, the sum of the root is always the 5. Okay, and the product of the root is this one, 6. Okay, got it? So this is basically the quadratic equation. Yeah, now we have to check the whether the quadratic equation, normally the quadratic equation is minus b plus minus under root d, right? Discriminant by 2a, right? Where d is b square minus 4ac, right? So if d, which is equal to b square minus 4ac, is greater than 0, then always remind that the two roots are what? Real and distinct. Of course, because the d will be positive, value inside the root is always positive, right? And it will definitely have a plus and minus, which is both are different, right? So root are real and distinct means both are different. Okay. So if d is equal to 0, if d is equal to 0, then there will be only one root, right? So roots are real and equal. It is written that roots are real and equal. Okay, if d is less than 0, if I put here value less than 0, negative number, something like this become what? Imaginary number, right? So we have to say roots are imaginary. Okay, so this is basically the quadratic equation. Is using this formula we can solve this quadratic equation. I hope you understand. That's all. Thank you.